Hello everyone, my name is Summer Malave, and this is my micro teaching project for English 607 at Liberty University. Today I will be discussing how to teach writers to generate ideas for their first drafts by using invention strategies. And the title for this lesson is Helping Writers Generate Ideas Through Invention Strategies. Now, whether if it's a piece of paper or a computer, we've all been through it. The agony, fear, and struggle of starting a writing assignment. So you're given a topic. You know exactly what you need to do. But you're having difficulty putting anything down on paper. It's as if your mind is blank. Now for some writers, especially the more experienced, the writing process becomes fairly easy. They know how to generate ideas, develop their thoughts, and put them down on paper. Of course, this is not the case for everybody. As teachers, we must recognize that some of our students are not going to understand or know how to generate ideas. For many of them, they probably were not even taught the pre-writing process throughout their whole entire schooling. In order to fix this problem, teachers must be able to teach students how to use invention strategies. Now, what are invention strategies? Invention strategies are ways we help our students think of, develop, and organize a topic for a writing assignment. Now, there are many different invention strategies, but for this lesson, I'm only going to focus on 3. Clustering or mapping, 4 squares method, and free writing. Okay, so let's discuss clustering. Clustering is a way of generating ideas by mapping and organizing them as they occur. You have to also understand that with this strategy, there are many different names for it. One is clustering, another is mapping, and there's also webbing. So how does it work? In a word or phrase, write your topic in the center of a piece of paper and circle it. 2, also in a word or phrase, write down the main parts or central ideas of your topic. Circle these and connect them to the topic in the center. 3, the next step is to generate facts, details, examples, or ideas related to any way to these main parts. Cluster these around the main parts. Okay, so let's look at an example of this by using the story, The Watsons Go to Birmingham, 1963, by Christopher Paul Curtis. So the topic or the main idea that I'm going to use for the center is going to be change. Because in the story, there's a lot of change that happens, especially after everything that goes on at the end. So here's an example of how it's going to look. As you can see, I have the word change in the middle. And from change, I have 3 other topics coming from it. One being about the Birmingham bombing, another about the life that the 2 main characters have in their hometown, and also about the drowning that one of the characters has. And from there, you could see that I also had extra details coming from the second main ideas. Now, I suggest that when you are teaching this to your students, that you work with them together as a whole by using your whiteboard or a projector or anything that you could possibly use to show the clustering in front of the students so that they know exactly how to work it. After you've done that, then you can go ahead and allow them to work on it by themselves. So the next strategy that we're going to talk about is Foursquares. Now, Foursquares is a simplified graphic organizer with a visual framework for assisting students with formulating ideas in an organized manner prior to writing. So I bet you're wondering, Foursquares, what is that? Well, first of all, you need to show your students exactly how the Foursquares method is supposed to look like. This is the example right here. As you can see, it's pretty much just a square with 4 divisions and an extra little box inside the middle. Okay. Once you get them to set it up like this, you need to explain to them what's supposed to be completed in each of the sections. The middle portion, okay, which is numbered 1, in that section, what you would need to have your students put in that part would be a topic sentence or a word or some phrase that's going to be the main focus for this. Then in this box here, which is number 2, you are going to tell your students that they will need to be able to put down basically the first reason or topic sentence that would be for the body of their paper. In the upper right hand corner, they're going to do the same thing, except it will be for their second part of their paper, second topic sentence for their paper. In the bottom left, they're going to put down the topic sentence for their third body paragraph of their paper. And in the bottom right corner, that's where they're going to basically put the concluding sentence that they're going to use for the conclusion of their paper. So basically the Foursquares is set up to be a different type of outline for the actual paper. Now, we're going to use this for our little assignment. So go ahead and draw up onto your paper the 4 squares like this. And the topic that we're going to use, or the question that we're going to do this on, would be, what is your favorite holiday? And for this assignment, you can put down whatever holiday that you want, okay? And we're going to come back to that after I go over this last strategy. Okay, so the last strategy that we're going to look at is free writing. Okay, so now free writing generates ideas by freeing the link between your brain and your pen. And basically with this one, it allows you to have a certain amount of time, usually 5 to 10 minutes, to just write anything that comes to mind without stopping. So first what you will do is write down your area of interest and write nonstop for 5 minutes. You have to write rapidly without stopping or correcting or rereading. Second, you're going to, at the end of the time frame, you're going to reread your free writing. Now, hopefully by the end of this, you will have had a significant amount of information put down on paper that can help you with your actual main assignment. Now, let's go back and look at the example that we were using. So this is my completed one. I used Thanksgiving. And in this top part, I have seeing family, eating food, and down here I have watching football. And as you can see over here in the left hand, or the bottom right hand corner, I have not only my conclusion sentence, the start of my conclusion sentence, but I also added in a topic sentence or thesis for the beginning. So, in concluding, it is very, very important that students understand how they can go about generating ideas in order to help them with their writing assignments. And three good ways to go about doing this is using clustering, Foursquare method, or free writing. Now, it's best to teach your students more than one invention strategy, because what may work for one student may not work for another. Giving your students more than one tool to work with will allow them to choose the best one that fits them, either for their writing or their writing abilities. I hope that this lesson really helps you out, and when you get ready to teach your students, you'll be able to have all the necessary information that you need in order to help them out. Thank you very much for watching this.